You have a lot of enemies, so there are always others.
I wouldn't be Veronica, dear, if I didn't have enemies.
That's not a good thing.
All right, haves and have not fans. Look, the finale was decisive enough as it is, but I've been going back and forth with some people, and I've just stopped messaging. And that isn't because I gave up, but it's because of the fact that there really is not a need. There really is not a need to go back and forth with this. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. No, for real. Veronica Harrington was the one who was shot down. It was not Laura. Basically at the middle of the episode where Tyler's like, yep, I need to kill everybody off. It's like right after Catherine died. Here we go. Veronica walks out the front door, and her death was less than 3 seconds because Marco and Akil, who were masked up, gunned her down and ran off into the night. I get it. The argument is fair. I can completely understand it. I can see why people are like, what are you talking about, Jeremy? It was Laura. Look, before we go further, though, even if you disagree with me, but at least I hope you watch the entire video, hear me out, then decide. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button to show you like it. Also, hit subscribe to help me reach 200,000 subscribers. Hit that bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Alright, so let's get into it. Marco pretty much told Veronica about how you have enemies. Like, I have other connections. I've heard things. And yes, I took care of the people you hired me to take care of. But people like you, Jim Cryer, so many others. And you ought to pray to Mother Mary. And then, Veronica pretty much shows him the door. But we spend a decent amount of time kind of just, panning into Veronica's face where it looks like she's considering what Marco said. Sure, she put up the facade, but think of both times, like Quincy tried to force himself on her. And she literally stood her ground and made him go. She basically made the dog go back to the backyard into the doghouse. But after Quincy would leave, she would honestly be spooked. And it felt like the same thing here where she kept the tough facade. Enemies, I'm Veronica. Of course I have enemies. Now, there's the door. You can leave. And it looked like she was really considering what Marco was saying. So I get it. You could easily say, well, Jeremy, what if off screen she got Laura to change clothes and look exactly like her, and then when she left, she got shot down because of Marco's warnings, and that would have been the end of it. That's completely legitimate. However, this was the final episode. Everybody was being axed off one after the other. Guys, that was Veronica. And let me just say, the moment this woman walked out of the house, I told my mom, that's a different complexion than Angela. But it was Veronica. From the walk, the purse, the red bottoms. I know a lot of people like, well, Jeremy, Veronica gave Laura not only different wigs, but clothes and shoes. Again, absolutely correct. But think of it this way. The last episode, there was a brief moment when Veronica got home. This was after, flaunting William in front of Jeffrey at David's house. She got home. Laura had given her a drink, and, she went to go get Marco, and we had Veronica sit down, and, she had a long day. So when she sat down, we saw her take off one of her shoes and starting to kind of massage her foot because, she was tired. That was before Marco came, and she slipped it back on. And if you notice, it was a red bottom. So when this woman walked out to the car and Marco and Akil popped down and shot her down, that was it. Less than 5 seconds. But if you don't believe me that it wasn't Laura, I went to the end credits and damn near every character had a stunt double. Not only was Laura not credited in the episode, meaning that Laura did not appear, Veronica's stunt double did. And it's like, why would Veronica have a stunt double? Because that was Veronica. That was meant to be Veronica shot down. And I know somebody on Twitter was like, Jeremy, you're telling me there was a stunt double? It's like for that particular scene, all she did was get shot and fell down, but there wasn't a stunt double when Renee Lawless, Catherine, got choked out in jail. Catherine did have a stunt double during the physical altercation, but when it came to her being choked out, that was actually Renee. With Veronica, this isn't uncommon. Like in these Tyler Perry shows, not everybody's going to do their own stunts. There are some scenes where it's like, wait, you're telling me the actor couldn't do that? In some cases, that no, because they aren't, you know, maybe insurance or, you know, the producer or whatever. It's like they aren't meant to do those kind of physical activities. Like, for example, if you look at my cast interviews, Oscar Teray, aka Vinny, he pretty much told me like, yeah, it was a stunt double during the fight scene where Wyatt slit my throat. But then the episodes and the scenes following that where there was a body on the ground in a pool of blood, that wasn't me. That was somebody else, because I was in the hospital filming that scene, and that's how quickly things move. So guys, that was Veronica, who was walking out to her car and got shot down. You could argue all you want, but the credits don't lie. That was Veronica's stunt double. Yes, I understand it. That woman doesn't look like Veronica, but the hairstyle gave it away. The purse gave it away. That was all Veronica. My only question is, where the hell was she going in the middle of the night like that? You know, I mean, Veronica is Veronica, but still, that was just like sloppy. But in any case, guys, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like I said, this isn't like a crazy long video. It's meant to be how it's meant to be. It's like Veronica died. She got shot down. She didn't heed the warnings of Marco. I'm going to throw it out there. Could it have been possible that she maybe repented before she went outside and she went to heaven as a result? Nah, she's the ice queen. She's in hell having margaritas and drinks with the devil. It's like, you know, Catherine and Jim are down there, but, you know, Veronica's by the devil's side, or, you know, she's probably being jumped from all the people she's, you know, killed. Like, all the people that haunted Candace probably are jumping on Veronica too. You never know. But with that being said, guys, yes, it was indeed meant to be Veronica who was shot down in such a lackluster fashion. And I guess this means, well, I mean, let's put it this way. Considering Jim already had the bath drawn for Candace, it seems, I guess maybe Akil had stopped by and said, hey, I killed off Veronica. Here's your payday. Because if not, then Akil's not getting paid because, you know, Jim is dead, allegedly. So there's that. But yeah, guys, you could argue until you're blue in the face, but the end credit scenes prove it. And if you look at the body frame, I mean, obviously, the body type of the stunt double isn't always going to be that of the actor. For example, one moment, Catherine is like 3 feet shorter than Diamond. The next moment, her stunt double during the fight scene is exactly as tall as Diamond. I get it. Stunt doubles aren't always exact duplicates. Look at the body double for Jean's corpse they had on the Oval. Lighter complexion. But that's all I have. Let me know your thoughts. I'm pretty much done talking about it. Like, I've already done a video about who could have survived. But then this video is pretty much, you know, me looking at the stunt double and everything, the fact that it was in the credits and Laura wasn't. Laura was not in the episode. Not to mention, remember, Laura was wearing gray with a black, you know, like shirt underneath her blazer. Veronica was wearing all black. Veronica was wearing everything that was worn by the woman walking outside before she got shot down. Accept it or not, that was Veronica. Obviously, Veronica's Angela's stunt double, but the character of Veronica was gunned down. And I'm done talking about it. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please take a moment to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.